Hey everyone! When creating their first character, a lot of new SWTOR players ask the question, what class should I play? In my opinion, this is generally not the most ideal way to approach your first time experience with SWTOR, and frankly, quite redundant with the changes of Game Update 7.0. Unlike some similar MMOs, in SWTOR, story plays a major part in your experience. BioWare have incorporated their signature RPG formula into an MMO experience. Therefore, what origin story you decide to play will have the biggest impact on your experience. But before we get to that, here's your reminder to subscribe to my channel, especially if you are an Old Republic fan. Thank you! SWTOR has 8 unique origin storylines, split between 2 major factions, the Republic and the Empire, each with their own cast of companions, romances, and villains. I highly recommend that instead of considering what class should I play, you instead consider which storyline most appeals to you. For example, the story of the Jedi Knight, a guardian of the Jedi Order, is very different of that of the Imperial Agent, a mysterious assassin and saboteur. With the story influencing conversation options, neither of the 2 factions are locked to a good or evil choice. SWTOR allows the player to make light side, neutral, or dark side choices, making it possible to play a dark side Jedi Knight or a light side Sith Warrior, for example. The game was designed to be very alt character friendly. It was BioWare's intention for you to play through each storyline. Your account will even receive a special legendary player status once you complete the final chapter of each story. So which storyline are you most interested in? The Jedi Knight will be the classic hero of Star Wars, the guardian of peace and the symbol of the Jedi Order. The Sith Warrior is the champion of the dark side, the brute strength that will carve a path through the galaxy towards a goal. The Jedi Consular is a seeker of wisdom and peace, the diplomat with a serene approach to a problem. The Sith Inquisitor is also a seeker, but of knowledge and power, a sinister schemer to achieve the ultimate power. The Trooper is of course the soldier of the Republic, a defender of the people and abides by honor and duty. The Bounty Hunter is a mercenary for hire, a seeker of glory, and someone who loves the thrill of the hunt. The Smuggler is another classic hero of Star Wars, whether you are a Han Solo or a Lando Calrissian, witty, independent, and with a knack for getting into trouble. And the Imperial Agent is the James Bond of the Empire, the one who does the work behind the scenes in secret. There are 2 combat types, tech-based and force-sensitive. The Trooper, the Smuggler, the Bounty Hunter, and the Imperial Agent are all tech-based origin stories. The Jedi Knight, the Jedi Consular, the Sith Warrior, and the Sith Inquisitor are all force-sensitive based origin stories. Depending on whether you choose a tech-based or a force-sensitive based combat type, will determine what combat styles you can choose. The tech-based group has 8 different combat styles to choose from. The Vanguard uses a blaster rifle as a primary weapon. Originally modeled after a Republic trooper, its style is charging into the battlefield front line like Commander Cody, or dare I say, Commander Shepard. This combat style can be used as a tank or a DPS. The Commando uses an assault cannon as a primary weapon, also modeled after the Republic Trooper. Its style is heavy weaponry from afar or a battlefield medic, like Wrecker from Bad Batch or Paz Vizsla from The Mandalorian. This combat style can be used as a DPS or a healer. The Power Tech uses a single blaster pistol as a primary weapon, originally modeled after a bounty hunter. Its style is fighting up close and personal with an arsenal to match, like Boba Fett. This combat style can be used as a tank or a DPS. The Mercenary uses dual blaster pistols as primary weapons, also modeled after the bounty hunter. Its style is utilizing massive firepower from a distance and even above, or as a medical support, like Bo-Katan Kryze or a jump trooper. This combat style can be used as a DPS or a healer. The Scoundrel uses a single blaster pistol as a primary weapon, originally modeled after the Smuggler. Its style is every trick in the book, from fist fights to kick in the right places. An unlikely hero, like Han Solo or Jyn Erso. This combat style can be used as a DPS or a healer. The Gunslinger uses dual blaster pistols as primary weapons, also modeled after the Smuggler, its style being the fastest sharpshooter and using cover to its advantage, like Cad Bane or Mayfield from The Mandalorian. This combat style can only be used as a DPS. The Operative uses a blaster rifle as a primary weapon. Originally modeled after the Imperial Agent, its style is that of a roguelike assassin using stealth to its advantage, like Kira from Han Solo. This combat style can be used as a DPS or a healer. And the Sniper uses a sniper rifle as a primary weapon, also modeled after the Imperial Agent. Its style is a skillful marksman with the longest range behind cover, like Aurra Sing, Din Djarin or Crosshair. This combat style can only be used as a DPS. The Force-sensitive group also have 8 different combat styles, but initially it can be limited to 4 depending on Force alignment. The Guardian uses a single lightsaber as a primary weapon, originally modeled after the Jedi Knight. Its style is charging into battle as the valiant protector at the front line, like Luke Skywalker, the light counterpart to the Juggernaut. This combat style can be used as a tank and a DPS. The Sentinel uses dual lightsabers as primary weapons, also modeled after the Jedi Knight. Its style is agile and ferocious while leaping into battle, like Ahsoka Tano, the light counterpart to the Marauder. This combat style can only be used as a DPS. The Juggernaut uses a single lightsaber as a primary weapon. Originally modeled after the Sith Warrior, its style is charging into conflict with intimidation and dominance, like Darth Vader, and it's the dark counterpart to the Guardian. This combat style can be used as a tank and a DPS. The Marauder uses dual lightsabers as primary weapons, also modeled after the Sith Warrior. Its style is swift and aggressive while leaping into conflict, like Starkiller from The Force Unleashed 2, and it's the dark counterpart to the Sentinel. This combat style can only be used as a DPS. The Sage uses a single lightsaber as a primary weapon, originally modeled after the Jedi Consular. Its style is relying solely on the Force, both in combat or when mending wounds, like Grogu, and it's the light counterpart to the Sorcerer. This combat style can be used as a DPS and a healer. The Shadow uses a double-bladed lightsaber as a primary weapon, also modeled after the Jedi Consular. Its style is one of stealth and striking from the shadows with deadly efficiency, like Bastila Shan or Jaro Tapal, and it's the light counterpart of the Assassin. This combat style can be used as a tank or a DPS. The Sorcerer uses a single lightsaber as a primary weapon, originally modeled after the Sith Inquisitor. Its style is harnessing volatile energy in order to decimate or restore, like Darth Zana from the Darth Bane trilogy, and it's the dark counterpart of the Sage. This combat style can be used as a DPS and a healer. The Assassin uses a double-bladed lightsaber as a primary weapon, also modeled after the Sith Inquisitor. Its style is deceptive and shrouded by the Force, striking with deadly precision, like Darth Maul, and it's the dark counterpart of the Shadow. This combat style can be used as a tank and as a DPS. The Force alignment limitation will be removed once you've reached Light 5 or Dark 5 once in your legacy. As a subscriber, once you've completed Act 3 in your legacy, you will be able to choose a secondary combat style for your character. You will be able to freely swap between the two. Each of these combat styles has 3 skill trees available. These skill trees represent the traditional MMO group composition of tank, healer or DPS. The 3 skill trees of your chosen combat style can be respec'd easily later on depending on your given preference. You are not bound to any skill tree indefinitely. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and tell your friends about it. And I would love to know in the comments which story you played through first, or which is your favorite story that you recommend to new players. Finally, I would like to thank my faithful Patreons for their continued support. If you would like to support me on Patreon for as little as $1 a month, then links and more details can be found in the description down below. Bye!